What's up, everyone? Light Novel Fees podcast here. We're back with episode 13.
13.
This week, we're going to be going over Destroyer of Ice and Fire. It's been an epic 125 chapters.
Yes,
Biggest
sir.
gamer here.
Adamar.
And let's get right into it.
Yep. Yo, bro. I'm telling you, we needed to talk about this, bro. We couldn't go 250 chapters and talk about everything. Like, this was so much in these last 125. It's a full episode, bro.
Literally went nuts.
Like, how many arcs have we gone through? We went through...
I feel like 7.
Yeah. We went through the end of the the Fallen Shadow Valley arc.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to do a little bit of like, they take like that special beat or whatever, the poison pill.
And they had like a training arc.
National tournament. After that they have
the House Baratheon
arc, and then they have the Kingdom arc.
Yeah.
That they're about to start.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's already crazy.
Honestly, that was nuts. Jane Camus, bro.
James Camus?
Is it Gene
Camus.
Gene Camus.
I think it's Gene Camus. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, Gene Camus.
Yeah.
Bro, when he was
yes.
When he was like, "Are you the evil dragon bishop?" I was like, "Huh?" That was so out of left field.
Well, you knew that was coming though, right?
I-
You didn't know it was coming?
No, I didn't.
Are you serious, bro? Bro, they were like putting so many hints. You didn't see it?
I did not see that.
No, how, bro?
I don't know. Like when he said that, I was like, "Wait, what?"
Are you serious? No, you're lying to me, bro.
I'm not lying. I was so shocked.
That's why actually at the end of the last episode we were talking about it. When we did episode 11, I think it was, when we were talking about it, and I was like, "Where did you stop?" And you were like, "Oh, the house." Baratheon person was talking to that like
evil dragon follower, yeah.
Evil dragon bishop. I forget his name. He was the guy that did Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking where you were, because I know like 2 chapters after that is Gene Camus talking to like that guy who's stuck in the spider trap. Remember? Yeah. And the guy literally says that she's an evil dragon follower. Or I don't know if he says it, but
he said that like the spider king was a woman.
Yeah, the Spider King was a woman, and then he found out, and he said that he thought Gene Camus was an evil dragon follower because he's like, your auras feels so like similar. And
that was the hint.
Saying it was mixed, bro.
That was the hint. Oh, I did not.
You
see
didn't
that
get it?
all.
Oh my god! So you were like, what?
I was completely thrown off.
Okay.
I thought there was something with his mother. I was like, oh, his mother must be like some like big figure. And then when he was like, oh, the divine temple, I was like, oh, so she's like a priestess. And it was like, oh, are you an eagle dragon? I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
You missed all the hits, bro.
Honestly, that was so sad to see that scene where he like closed his eyes and because he's like his whole his family, like his mother and father, like are evil, and he's like he won't.
He won't stand with them. Yeah.
So it's like he literally like they obviously don't want to kill him, but it's like he'll probably be forced to
kill them.
Yeah, or at least like apprehend them, or someone else will kill them.
But
it's definitely a sad situation. Like it said, like close his eyes in grief. I was like, damn, he just didn't even resist. He said it's not.
And you can tell from they're like the queen. I don't know if she's a queen, but she's like the highest lady position in that kingdom.
Because the religion is so like it's like a fanatic religion, right? And so being the priestess like gives her like the highest authority.
She's like basically the pope.
Yeah.
And then his dad is, I think, the king, right?
No, he's the captain of the royal
military.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and they say right after how deep that like the contamination is, how many, like it's basically the evil dragon
like stronghold. Actual main stronghold.
Yeah, and it's like he realized how deep it is, and he's like, whoa, like I've been living in this and I just didn't even notice. And it's crazy. Also, there's one line that kind of got me when she was she locked him up in a special area, right, like a barrier, and she was like, Gene Camus said to her, he was like, let me out, like what is this, why are you doing this to me? And she, why are you an evil dragon follower in the first place, like what caused this? And she was like, oh, some things you just have to do. You don't have a choice or something. So he said something along those lines. But if you can break out of that barrier, maybe we will. And it was like, so I think they're trying to paint her as like gray, You know, not like black, like a black figure of evil. Like she has some like goodness to her, but she was just like sort of like Lawton, but definitely not as heavy. I don't think it's
goodness. I think it's just like because it's her kid.
Yeah,
she like can't be that ruthless. So it's like she's.
You think she's black, but to him he's gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one like she just can't be that ruthless to her own son.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense because I wasn't trying to say that she was in the same level of gray as Lawton. Because that's like
no, Lawton literally just turned a whole leaf. That's like you said, he's the 7th member of the team. He's just protecting from shadows, which is why I think he'll just like I feel like he's gonna be like a huge like turnaround. Like they're like looking like they're about to lose, and he's gonna come out in orange. Like,
he already did it.
Well, he's gonna do like more.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like that's why I'm a little. I wanna know how gray of a character she is. You know.
I don't think she's.
You don't think she's that great?
No, I think she'll just
she'll turn for her son only if her son becomes an expert.
I think like she'll let her if her son like defeats her, whatever. She'll like won't like
pursue him.
I think she'll give up and like surrender. But I think to anyone else, she'll just probably like keep going
until death.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sad.
It is sad.
All right, let's start from the beginning though. I feel like we always get so excited and we want to talk about the last thing and then we skip over the whole 125 chapters. So, the cleanup of the... Oh, that's my phone. Let me turn that off. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna make sure mine, because I feel like
I thought I heard it earlier, but I wasn't sure. What happened though? We're beginning 325. You saw them clean up the area, and then what's it called? Tell me no, that wasn't hilarious when they took like the poison pills, and they just started.
Oh, the poison. Was it Poison Emperor, Poison Dragon pills? It was like Poison
Emperor, I think.
Yeah.
And it basically was like they have to just run.
Just use all that energy.
All the energy. And it was just them robbing everybody.
Yeah, I loved fairy dragon just
I loved it, bro. It was perfect. It was like the band of robbers, bro. And then how did you feel when I forget the name off the top of my head. But it was one of the other members. I think it was Able Academy. Yeah, Able Academy came and
they tried to take back their
treasures,
and then they got destroyed.
And they were like, "Oh, which one of you will face us?" And Aaron they like and then Aaron Stingham and who's the other one? Rinloren or like and Miller was there, teacher Miller.
Yeah, they're all
and
sleeping.
And they were like, "You want to pick Aaron to fight?" And they were like, "Yeah, like bring him up." And we were like, and they were like, "All right, if you guys want to lose right away, you know."
No, it was funny when they were sleeping and when Miller was like to wake him up. He was like, "Aaron, there's food."
Yeah.
It's like Stingham, your girl's being taken away by Riddler, and he was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Riddler, you're dirty." He was like, "Oh crap."
Bro, it killed me at the fact that all three of them were like instant. You know, it was like a One Piece moment for sure. And then they got mollywopped, Able Academy. I think they won. Did Aaron 1v4 them or he 1v3 them and then he left somebody for the last person? I forgot what it was. I think he 1v4 them.
I think he did.
Yeah. He wrecked them, bro.
He did.
It was pretty bad. His treasure book of ceiling, I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning I didn't realize how strong it was, but that thing is stupid strong.
It's a crazy artifact.
Like, especially because
you seal it and then you use it on someone, use it against them.
And especially because of his like power of like absorbing particles. Because when people use a domain, it seems to me that like...
They use a lot of energy.
It's like probably like 75% of their arcane particles, right? So they're like pretty much spent, and he could just be like sealed, you know, like. And it seems like the sealing is free. It's only with him casting it that costs particles.
Yeah.
So he's basically like always, if somebody uses a domain on him, it's like instant win, you know. So I've started to realize how like OP that book is, you know. And then the training, bro. Favorite training hands down. I want to hear from you too. My favorite training hands down was Moss. His training that he had to do.
You mean like when he was like trying to do like the super
explosion thing? And he was just
hitting trees.
And they were like, what is he going through? Because he's just going straight. And because I guess he was trying to figure out what like to directionalize it, right? So he can go where he wants to. But he was just shooting straight up into the ceiling and pop, 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 bonking his head. Bro, like I died. Exactly. I was dying the whole time. It was hilarious.
And it's funny that Eren learned it too because he saw it. I was like, damn, Eren just learned all the skills.
Eren don't let nobody have anything.
No.
But who was your favorite trainee?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like I like Chris a lot.
Chris is what did they do for Chris again?
Like when she's like has to go get like the evil empire.
Oh, the evil emperor.
Evil emperor.
Yeah.
Get a bloodline and then like have the dual. Or it's not dual double. Is it dual double dragon?
Dual dragon destruction.
Like she can hit one after another.
Oh, dark dragon destruction.
Dark dragon destruction. I was like, now Chris is like actually nuts because
she is.
Now she has a dragon bloodline and everything, and I was like, wait a minute, like her battle instincts combined with that makes her so OP.
Yes.
And now she's not like a sudden attack; she's just like front line, and then she can sudden attack you in the front line. Now she just hits you out of nowhere with the dark dragon destruction technique.
It was like she had like a peak attack stat, and like her other stuff was kind of mediocre, and now everything got buffed to like excellent, and her like attack power just went through the roof.
Yeah,
it was honestly so satisfying because I feel like she has been kind of like a glass cannon, you know.
Yeah,
but so and like she could still beat up regular people before, but she was like couldn't last that long, you know. So I'm happy she got that boost.
Who do you think is the strongest after Eren? It's hard to say.
All right, after Eren, let's see. We have Stingham, Lauren, Moss, Bello,
and Chris.
Oh, it's Bello for sure, man. I don't think anybody can handle Bello. You think where we are right now, chapter 450? Actually, and we're gonna put a caveat. Actually, perfect time for 450 because he just got a boost.
That is true. He did just get a boost.
Bro, ain't nobody handling Bello. Bro, it's basically been seen. As long as he gets his blood in you, you're dead.
That's true. Because like he has like the chaotic corrosive blood.
I think Stingham is getting stomped. Because while he does protect a lot, I think as soon as he gets like the blood inside of him, he's kind of not right away because he can like he has that.
I think it's hard to like pierce through him.
Yeah,
defense.
But I think Stingham just doesn't have enough to beat him. You know. And I think Bello's not like gonna run out of energy.
Like, I think it's hard to count Stingham because he's more of a defensive than like a balanced fighter.
Yeah, that's true. I think Chris could win if she lands a Dark Dragon Destruction, but if not, then she's getting wrecked.
But now she can always like pretty much hit it now.
How? What do you mean?
Because she got the Evil Emperor. I think remember it's like supposed to help her.
Oh, it's true.
Like hit it more accurately, and plus like with the dragon bloodline and like it enhanced like her physical abilities.
That's
as well.
True. I think Chris might win that. Maybe.
Honestly, that's a really tough battle because like one's a beast and like both like in terms of like instinctual combat, like they're both
like top tier.
Yeah.
Red Lauren, I think he's had so many cool moments, but I don't see him being peak in the group.
No, I think he's just gonna be like I think he'll be a shadow dancer.
Yeah, I can see that. And then we got Moss, bro. Finally, you saw what I was talking about. Moss might not be the strongest, but tell me no, he was bringing me tears.
Yeah,
in the last 125 chapters, bro. When he was, what happened, bro? He's had so many moments that, bro, I'm almost gonna tear up right now. Like he's so good, bro. Like you feel that heart and emotion from him, man.
Especially during the when they were trying to get the Heart of Fury and he was finding the clockwork puppet and he finally like broke through and got the Berserk. That's a long name, whatever the skill is, Berserk or something.
Yeah, Berserker, Godblade or whatever. Or something. Yeah. Bro, but tell me no, and the way he did it too, he didn't even really win the challenge.
No, he just like straight up like he did the one shot.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And the thing is, he didn't even kill it. It was the fact that he was like, I know a way to pass this challenge, and I might die, but I'm gonna pass this challenge. And he like literally goes small, and the guy puts the like all 5 of his claws in his body,
and he almost died. When he
basically dies. And he giganticizes and takes him through the door. Yeah. So he wins by like default. And the thing's still trying to kill him after he gets out of the thing. And I was like, oh my god, that was beautiful.
Yeah, that went nuts when the Holy Dawn 6 just came out and they all won their matches.
Yeah. Oh my god, and like I love his heart because he knows he's not. I think he knows he's the weakest, honestly. Because I think it's been said. I think he only has 2 gates open right now. I'm pretty sure. I think he's feeling the 3rd gate opening.
Actually, you're right because literally like only everyone else was like at 3 for the longest time, and then Chris started, and then Aaron started. So it was like,
yeah, Stingham I think was at 3. They don't really say when he was at 3, but they did say at the beginning that he opened 2 gates at the same time.
Yeah.
But they never said when he hit the 3rd gate. But maybe it was just kind of like he's 3rd gate. I don't know. Chris was always known to be 3rd gate. Aaron, I was actually kind of. They never went over when Moss actually hit 2nd gate because him and Moss and Aaron were gateless at the beginning of the book, and they both like. Yeah, and so was Bello, but Bello ended up being a 3rd gate master too.
Yeah.
And I was like, when did that happen?
It just happened like through their training because like Bello, like they like kind of like hid his training arc away. Like, he just kind of like came out there like, oh, he trained, and they just described what he did. Yeah. They didn't say like how far he progressed until like they saw him, and it's like, oh, he opened a bunch of gates.
I was saying this too. Tell me no, Bello is a main character, bro. His training arcs are insane.
No, they are because. Honestly, when I'm reading like what he's doing to himself, I'm like, bro, this is like what this is like it is like in a Zhangsha where it's like they have no talent, so they have to like torture themselves to like train. So like
literally
when they said like he
pulled pain, bro.
Yeah, when he pulled out his nerves that like
his nerve system
for like pain or whatever, I was like, what?
Yeah, he literally is like.
And then he devoured all the poison emperor eggs into his blood, and then turned it into an egg to like hatch and everything. I'm like, oh my god, this guy could literally die at any time.
Bro, that egg thing was crazy because what were they saying that like he was he needs like constant blood to like
so he got all those like those ants.
Yeah, and they kept attracting to him, so he kept like replenishing himself. That's such a Zhang main character thing to do, bro. Because let's be honest, like. You're supposed to die there, and he's like found a way
to live,
and he's like always doing that, bro. Like, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, we know that he wants to kill his father. Yeah. So they're gonna explore a lot of that later, I assume.
Bro, now that we're talking about his father and everything, Bello, I'm not gonna lie, I've been on like the Bello fucking train right now, bro. Tell me no, his retainer stuff. When you found out that's how he does the retainer, I was like, how do you feel, bro?
Bro, I was like, that, I mean, it makes so much sense now. I was like, so you're just saying, I mean, like my reading was a retainer. When the mark came on her neck, I was Hiruka? Yeah, I was like, what the heck? That came out of nowhere again. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. How do you feel about the retainers?
I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think Hiruka is coming around or no?
Kinda.
Yeah, because you see.
I think eventually it's like
you have to.
They'll fight it for so long, and like all these people are people that like although they like risk their life in like underground like thing, like they don't actually want to like die.
Yeah.
Like they just
want riches.
Yeah.
And I think
like they're not gonna throw away their life.
That's true. And Hiruka and Bat, I'm not gonna lie, I've been loving Bat. Cause I thought he was a deserter at the beginning because he didn't say anything.
Well, he did say something, remember?
But he didn't say it right when he first became a retainer. He was like, I was part of the Bat Corps. And, like, he did say a little line.
Yeah, because he was like, I hope they look at me as like that. And then it's like, they're no more. And then
that's true, that's true. But I was like, you could tell and I was a little confused at the time. Because I was like, I didn't know where the Bat Corps were from. Yeah. But then they said the Bat Corps were from the kingdom of Doa. Is that where they're going to?
They're going to there, but I don't know if they're from. Actually, I think it was.
So that's how the hit I got because the Bat Corps were in the kingdom of Doa and they got annihilated. Yeah. And I was like, hold up, this Bat Corps is known to be like super strong and everything, and they're annihilated and nobody knows the thing. Like, that's a big sign. Yeah, you know, like something is happening. And I'm also very skeptical of how they win this fight. Unless Aaron and his group like boss up, because as it's been shown, and correct me if I'm wrong on the numbers, but they said like 50% of the people from the kingdom of Doa and the kingdom of Ichi, like their arcane members died. Like 50% of the groups died. So they only have half of their fighting force. And it seems like the stronghold in Doa is stronger than the Shadow Valley arc.
Well, yeah, because they have also the Evil Dragon followers.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know how they win unless Eren and them go off. Because Eren at fourth gate is scary. But, like, I don't know if he can turn the tides like that. Because
I think he will, because they keep talking about his, legendary bloodline. And, like, he has an urge for destruction. So I feel like something will happen that'll, like, really get that urge going, and he'll just go wreck everything.
Bro, he needs to go crazy.
Yeah.
Because they're way stronger in this stronghold than they were before. He's gonna have to be like a main fighter. Like back then he was like a backup fighter, sort of like a backstage fighter.
Yeah.
Now he has to be like one of the main fighting forces in this fight, and he has to go off.
I think he will go off.
I think he will too, but I don't know if he has the juice like that. Because it's gonna be at least, bro, they have the whole kingdom under there. Not just like a little valley. Oh, the valley wasn't little, but like it's a whole kingdom, bro.
I think it'll be him, Jean Camus. I think they'll have a nice little.
You think they 1v1 bishops? You think he can 1v1 a bishop at fourth gate? I don't know. I think he could.
I think it would be like,
because the bishops might be like a 2v1. I think
maybe him and Jean Camus like 2v1 one.
Bro, because honestly, there was two bishops, I believe, or were there 3 bishops in the Shadow Valley arc? There was 3, including Apocalypse.
Yeah,
and I think there has to be at least 3 here as well, because I think there has to be more. I think there has to be 4.
There might only be 1 just because of the priestess, though, because like it's her territory.
But it's a whole kingdom.
Yeah, but like,
that's why, bro. This whole kingdom thing is like, how much power they can have? So much power.
Yeah,
because they own the whole land, bro. Like they can set up anything they want and put it under a banner of righteousness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a full blown war against kingdoms at this point. It's not like we're just like attacking this one city. Like now they own the kingdom.
I guess it depends on. Well, like what Lit said, it's like speed is everything. So it depends on like if they just attack like
the stronghold.
Yeah, the strongest people like as fast as possible and defeat them.
Yeah, if they do that, then I think it could be much simpler. Because if not, bro, I don't think they can. They can't do a full out war.
Yeah, full out war would honestly.
I think they lose.
It would be it would feel really weird right now, especially with House Baratheon.
Yeah,
like all of that. Like,
I don't think it fits.
No, I don't think so either. I think they go straight to like the top guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I'm telling you, those guys at House Baratheon, man, they're slimy.
They are. All right, another question I have for you. Since they're going to the Green Dragon Palace, I forget exactly what it's called, but like they worship the Green Dragon.
Yeah, the Green Dragon God.
Green Dragon God. There you go. They worship it. You think there's an actual like peak Green Dragon there, or you think nah?
I don't think there's a peak dragon. There might be a Green Dragon like bloodline there though.
Okay.
I bet your Stigma just powers up.
I thought his bloodline was already fully maxed out.
Is it?
When he used the lunar essence, I thought it took it to its most pure form.
I thought it just brought out his potential.
I thought it was both. Because they said that green dragons is like when I believe they said that green dragons of full purity. That's when they do that thing where like whenever he releases his aura or his particles, like the nature grows with him.
Nature grows.
I thought that's what it meant to be like peak bloodline for green dragons.
But like it's only on top of him, right? Like when it's like really close.
That's true.
I feel like.
You think it can extend farther?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like wherever he goes, like life grows.
Follows.
Yeah.
It's actually dope as well.
So yeah, maybe I read that wrong, but I thought he didn't have like, because he's still human.
Yeah.
So it's like a human ingredient. So I was like, oh, he can upgrade it further. That's my thought process if that exists.
Well, they did say that when you have, I think only if you have 100% pure dragon bloodline can you transform between the two dragons.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like also like you need to hit a certain amount of gates to be able to do that. but because they were seeing that one of the national championship people at the very beginning, he was a red dragon and he had 5 gates open, and he came in as a red dragon and then turned into a human. And I was actually very confused about that. This is a side question real quick. How do you think the bloodlines work, like once, like, because there's actual dragons, right?
Yeah.
And then there's people who can transform into dragons because they have 100% dragon bloodline. Like, does that just get like passed down, or like, I was just confused about the difference between 100% dragon bloodline person and just a dragon. They're the same thing?
I don't know. Did they ever say it was 100% like black and
100% dragon bloodline?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did say that you have to have 100% dragon bloodline to be able to transform between the two, like at will. Like you can stay.
That is confusing because I feel like they were still human.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like if you're 100% dragon bloodline, you can I think you're kind of both at that point, because they've said that. I think if you have less, you can transform into a dragon, but for periods. But like if you have the 100%, you can like you can stay as a dragon.
So I wonder if you actually just become a dragon.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why what's his face, the evil dragon, was like, because they said he was mad that, like people were downplaying like the glory of like dragons because like, oh, humans can turn into dragons too, or anyone could. So it's like dragons aren't that great, and that's why he started the war to show like the dragons were like the #1 race,
supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just confused about that. Also, Stingham finding out that he's the green dragon god like disciple.
Oh,
bro, that was out of left field. Like, I obviously thought there was a correlation between him being a green dragon and the green dragon god place.
Yeah, because it was like, okay, now it's like,
but I didn't think it was that crazy. He's a prince. He kind of feels like a young master though.
Yeah, I mean, based on like the way he's acted and the way they've never talked about his past, like pretty much up until this point.
Yeah,
it was like, okay, now that makes a lot of sense now with like why he's so talented. He doesn't work hard though.
Oh, not at all, bro. My thing that killed me was when he met the house, not Baratheon, but the people that were fighting for the House Moon. I think it is. Is it House Moon?
House Eclipse Moon.
House Eclipse Moon. When he met the ancestor after they just did that crazy group battle, and he was like, and he was looking at him, and Stingham was like, "Stop right there." And the elder was like, "What?" And he was like, "You're giving me that look like you want to train me." Bro, did I kill you, bro? I was like, damn, you suck, bro. Bro, you could just see that look. He was like, "How did you know?" And he was like, "They always look at me like that after I go off." I was like, "Yo, Stingham, bro, you're actually peak level trash."
No, he's the funniest guy in the whole novel. Like every time, I feel like after like he like really integrated himself in the team, he's just funny now.
Yeah,
like, other stuff just annoys me. Like when he says very handsome, I just laugh now.
Yeah,
it's
same.
so funny.
He's turned a corner because I think it's like we were saying last time. You can tell he does he's more part of the group instead of just being like selfish all the time. Like you can tell he's like,
you know, what
picks his moments.
It was really funny.
Well,
when they first ran into the House Rollins elite or House Brassian's elite team.
House or not house team.
Oh, Goat Hunter?
No,
it wasn't Goat Hunter.
I think it starts with an M.
It was
Maelstrom?
No. Like the team they fought and killed.
Oh, that team.
Wasn't it Goat Hunter?
I think it's something like that.
It began with a G.
Let's say Team Joe. Goat Hunter. Let's just say that.
But right before they fought,
the House Rollins team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. They were with House Rollins, but like that was like a Baratheon elite team that they went.
Oh, you meant the first team that they found?
Yeah.
I think that was Goat Hunter then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they came out, like they failed the ambush, whatever, and Lorraine was like, "You know, you're just gonna drag the team down. You can stay over there." And then Stigma was like, "Ridlin, are you sure you're not a girl?" I was like, "Wait, what?" He was like, "Because girls always say opposite of what they mean. And he's like, how could you say I will drag the team down when I'm the most handsome meat shield on the team? He's like, and when you take a bath later, I'm definitely gonna take a peek. I was like, I was dying. I was like, what?
Bro, I didn't know where that came from.
I was like, I'm gonna take a peek. I was like, oh my god, Stingray. Dude, this guy is so funny.
Bro, he's so good. He is so good now. And talking about now that we're on Team Go Hunter, now you know what I'm talking about, those team battles, bro.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like how the author was going from like keeping it all feel like a group battle, but also like having individual battles at the same time? Like how
I loved it.
Right?
Yeah, because it went from like it was like a nice back and forth, where they were like working by themselves, working together, and then they like finished off their opponents. I was like, wow, this is going. Yeah. Their teamwork is impeccable. Yeah. And then it was like the same for the Crimson Dragon, and the Evil Emperor Eye, and then what's the name of the other team?
Team.
Because they said their names.
I don't remember.
It was like Blood something.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I don't really remember their names honestly, because it was a couple weeks ago that I read it. But that battle was insane too.
Yeah,
that was super insane.
It's like, what is going on here? He's just fight after fight after fight. But yeah, it's stimulated the growth a lot.
One thing, guys, these group battles are so good. They're so good.
Fighting in this novels, is amazing.
And bro, Evil Emperor Eye was like actually peak.
Troll.
Like he was a troll, but he was like really strong.
He was.
I think he was like 6 gate.
Was he?
I think he was 6 gate, and they rolled him.
Yeah, well, it was
it was a troll roll.
It was
it was trolling.
It was more like they
perfectly countered.
They countered. Yeah, that was like
bro, that shit was funny
because he was like he couldn't eat them.
Yeah,
and killing them, like if he touched them, like obviously because like it was Chris, Billow, and Stingray, like any of them like would kill him if he like, or actually Stingray, he was just an idiot, so he didn't want to eat him. But like the other two like could kill him, and then there's Merlin, which actually is honestly a crazy addition. We didn't even talk about Merlin, the avatar.
Oh yeah,
literally just an avatar that can literally learn, adapt, keep track of skills, and then have human
She went kind of crazy.
Yes.
At the beginning, I didn't know how she was gonna be. I knew she was gonna be like good, but I didn't know she was just gonna like improve their like skills all the time. But she went off. But that was hilarious with the Emperor Eye, bro. He couldn't eat Merlin because she's made of metal. He couldn't eat who's the other girl? It wasn't Chris.
Dark Mermaid.
Dark Mermaid, because she's like the dark particles or whatever.
Yeah.
Couldn't eat Stingham because of his corpse bride thing. Couldn't eat Bello because of his poison. He was like, "What is this? Are you guys trying to kill me?" he thought they were trying to kill him by eating them, you know. And then the fact that Eren like sealed his domain and then instantly killed him, I was like, bro, that was like so much trolling, and they shouldn't have won that.
Well, also Merlin did like her little flash thing too.
So what flash thing?
Remember like how she flashed his eyes with?
Oh yeah.
Like when I saw that or read that, I honestly thought of what's that guy from DBZ? The guy with 3 eyes.
Tien Shin?
Yeah, Tien. It's Tien.
What is it? What does it do?
It was the flash thing.
The flash thing? What's it called though? What's it called?
I don't remember, but that's what I thought of when I saw that.
I want to look this up. I'll look it up. Tien Shin's something Sunblast, bro.
I keep thinking it's not Tri-Beam. That's the other move.
It's like sun something.
We've seen that move so many times.
Many times.
Oh my god, I can't remember it.
Tien Shinhan. That's his name.
And I don't want to say, and I keep wanting to say Final Flash, but that's Vegeta's move. I don't think it's even Flash. It's something else.
All right, but tell me how you felt about the dragon battle while I look this up.
So the dragon battle, like when they said like, oh, it's weaker than the Evil Emperor, I was like, oh, they might roll it, but they literally almost got rolled. Like they just got lucky that he was old, and he literally used all of his like mental power to like do that sword, throw that sword at Eren. But he was like, oh, he just like because he was old, he just missed. I was like, what? Those guys got flattened,
bro. That battle was insane. Solar flare.
Solar flare. I was like, it's not Flash. It's something else. Yeah. Solar flare. That's what I thought when that happened. I was like, solar flare. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't even think of that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, for the Crimson Dragon, I think it showed him like how strong dragons really are. Like even though this guy was old, he was like stomping them.
I think it was a great showing for dragons. Yeah, like showing their power because he was basically on his deathbed.
Yeah,
and he was rolling them, bro. When he were, my favorite thing, I was imagining it. So this is the setting I imagined for this fight, right? I'm imagining a huge cavern.
Yeah,
because obviously the dragon's ginormous. I think it's like 20 feet big. I think it said like 7 meters tall. So I think it's 21 feet. So I assume this cavern is like 40 feet in height, right? I'm going to say 40 feet in height. And then there's like sand in the area, right? And then it's like at least 100 feet wide. All right. And I'm thinking that like they're getting, and the dragon's on one corner. And every time they get close, the dragon just yeets them to the other side of the cavern, bro. Because they're saying every time he gets close, he just throws them into the wall again. And I was like, yeah, they're getting wrecked. Stingum was literally just a meat patty the whole time, bro.
I know. It was funny how this poison, or the scorpions, I don't think they were poison.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, how they just grabbed him and they just tossed him to the dragon, and the dragon just kept slamming him in the face every time. I was like, oh my god! And then the rest of them were standing still. Like, guys, we just gotta,
wait this out
until the dragon gets tired. Then we'll get him.
Bro, that was hilarious. It was like 2 or 3 minutes, or was it like 10 minutes?
I don't know, but it was a long time.
Yeah, bro. Imagine what I thought of there, bro, was that at the end of, I think it's Avengers movie. It might be Avengers when the Hulk grabs Loki.
Oh, and just slams him.
That's what I was thinking. He was doing this thing of, bro, just pop, 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 because he was just. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty ruthless of them. They were like, he'll be okay.
Yeah, the elder guy like hoed him with the bottle.
Oh yeah,
hoed him so hard with it. I was like, oh my god, he thought it was gonna help. He's like, yeah, it'll help.
Honestly, that battle was really good, and I'm happy that that's the like bloodline she got for Chris, because it made her so much stronger.
Yeah,
and it made her fourth gate, and
her training can keep up with everyone else now.
Yeah. Because she did seem like she was gonna fall off.
Yeah, I was like afraid of that. I was like, don't let her just fall off like that. Because like they all helped accomplish her dream. Actually, that was really touching with her father and everything.
Bro, beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then like she fought to like her heart's content and won.
That was like, oh yeah, that was right before they went over to the Kingdom of Doa. They had the final battle. Bro, that was actually so beautiful. When the dad was like, I think he was like, he has like bad memory sometimes, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they said he had also. I don't remember what happened.
So I was very confused by that, because they said at the beginning that I think he's overall he can take care of himself, but his just memory isn't there, and so that's why Chris would like wash his hair, because he remembers that moment. I think because his wife used to do it, right?
Yeah,
and so it seems like he's like functions by himself like regular, but he just can't remember stuff very well, right? And so then seeing him like hear the cheers in the stands,
like,
and seeing
his memory came back.
Yeah, seeing Chris in the stage and seeing them in the like final tournament, and his memory like slowly coming back, and he's like, "That's my daughter." And then they won, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was like crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, this book has moved me to tears many times.
Yep. And the author's like, let's kill Brother Redwin.
Bro, I was pissed.
I was so pissed.
Rin Loren just goes from blood vow to blood vow, bro.
I know.
He don't ever get a chance to relax.
He doesn't.
I felt so bad for that. And also, Rin Loren's person that he was fighting, like, bravo to him. Like, because he knew that if he let that power, like, take over him for that, like, 1 second, he was going to kill Rin Loren. And he's like, I'd rather take it on myself. That was, like, that's, like, valor. That's valor, you know? I love that moment.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that we have, like, a whole, like, Destroy House Baratheon arc. Because at this point, it's getting too much.
You know something we haven't talked about at all? That Team Maelstrom fight, bro.
Oh,
that was peak. That was a peak level fight.
That is true.
Yeah, we just glossed over it.
Well, I mean, that was like we're waiting. We're talking about all the other stuff.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's do that. How do you, bro? That Team Maelstrom fight was like, I was like flabbergasted.
Well, considering like
the power levels and everything were going off.
It's the strongest Arcane team.
Yeah, bro, they were crazy. Like I didn't know how a fight between level or 5 gate Arcane Masters would look like, and they lived up to it. They had 2 Shadow Dancers on Team Baratheon.
Yeah.
And then they had this other guy with the double eyes. And
the red and blue.
Mm-hmm. And then they had their 5th member who was like could summon the Storm God.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like that fight, I was imagining it in like an island. Like them just like in an island, and that fight was just like destruction. I couldn't even.
Well, because it was like peak level powers just going at it.
Yeah. Like that place, that's one of those things that like when you find the residue of that battle, like people are like, oh, there was once a clash of like level 5 level, you know?
It's like in One Piece when like the Straw Hats found Aokiji's and
in Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
Aokiji and I don't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah, me neither. But like you saw like the ice and fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine like that like area looked like after that battle. Cause like Liz hitting him with the dragon core that he used, and then Holy Gate of Life went crazy. Mindler was looking like a battle god, bro. Like I loved his showing when he was just going in there like Berserker, Berserker Mindler, and I related so much because when I play video games, I like to play like that. Yeah. So I was like, amazing. Professor Plum, is that no Professor Plum? Sierran, is that his name? Teacher Sierran.
Yeah.
He went off.
Wait, Sierran's
not the girl. Oh, then never mind. I'm talking. Well, she did go off, but I'm
talking about Carter.
Carter.
Yeah.
Teacher Carter went crazy, bro. When he turned into the skeletal dragon, I think it was, right? Yeah. And then he took him out with the crazy attack, and then he sealed himself or whatever. I was like, oh my goodness. Teacher Carter had a showing.
Honestly, because like I didn't think it would. I thought he was gonna play more of like a general in the back line because that was like his role. Is like, oh yeah, like clever and cunning and like a strategist. Then he just went off.
Yeah. Did you expect how hard that battle was gonna be? Because they took very grievous injuries on that battle.
So originally I was thinking the Maelstrom like team was like the way they were talking about it was like, oh, they're so strong, they'll hold on 6, just this. So I was like, maybe they were gonna shock them and just kind of like beat them with like semi toughness.
You thought they would like come in and they instant like take out one of the members and then the battle becomes like a downhill battle?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of expected the same thing because of the preparations they brought, you know?
But then it was like it devolved into just chaos.
Yeah.
And I was like, this just went
ape shit.
Yeah, 0 to 100 real quick.
Those 3, I think it was like a 3-chapter fight. Bro, I was like this reading, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Next. Bro, I couldn't keep away, bro. I forget what I was doing. I was doing something important at the time, and I was like, I don't care what I'm doing right now.
It just showed like the Holy Dawn Evil 6, like just live up to like the rep. And if they had what's his face, the
Asher.
Yeah. I think they just get.
They roll them.
Yeah, I think so. Because he'll just take on the brunt of the entire offense.
That's true. But also, I gotta give props to Team Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, yeah.
Because I am so happy that they didn't get rolled over.
That's honestly true too.
They lived up to their hype.
Yeah, you know. Honestly, they got hyped up like crazy,
bro. Everywhere. They honestly did say they were the strongest team of House Baratheon, but they honestly made it seem like they're the strongest team in the Kingdom of Ichi, bro.
Well, that's what they originally believed themselves. Ah, yeah. They were like, "Oh, Holy Dawn Evil 6 is the strong." It wasn't Kingdom of Ichi. It was like in the world.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what everyone says about Holy Dawn Evil 6. Like they're the strongest arcane team.
That's what it was, and I was like, "Yo, they're hyping themselves up, and they deserve the hype."
Mm-hmm. They were like, if Holy Dawn Evil 6 wasn't here, they would be the strongest arcane team.
And bro, they showed out. They showed out. They have 2 Shadow Dancers, and then. What's his face? Teacher Rui coming on as a shadow dancer himself.
Mm-hmm. That was like, wait,
yeah.
I was like, why is he training a Stigma and not Rin Lauren?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think he wanted a teacher in Lauren, but Rin Lauren didn't want his teacher. Remember that?
Well, he also, they're focusing on his healing.
Yeah, that's true. They are. Yeah.
But maybe he'll teach him at some point.
That's true.
Because like I feel like, Rin Lauren like has the makings of a shadow dancer.
Yeah,
his speed and his instantaneous like attacks from like the 1,000 storm sword technique.
Oh yeah, that he's learning.
Like it's supposed to be like instantaneous like thrust and like slash power or like destructive and penetrating power. So I was like, okay, that feels like they're setting him up for that.
Yeah, he's honestly gonna be the most OP shadow dancer alive. Because he could also heal.
Yeah, that's true. You know? He can self-heal.
Yeah. He can self-heal, heal his teammates. And he's a super, like, people, you can't just come for Lauren because he's the leader. He's like, I'll kill you. You know, like, don't step to me, bro. Like, I got it. I got the juice. And he does. He does.
Yeah, I'm glad that it just sucked that Redwind died, but it definitely, like, showed Rin Lauren to, like, cherish more of his, like, friendships and everything.
That's true. That friendship was hilarious how it started.
It was, because Redwood was like, beat him up. And then he got beat up and was like, okay, he beat me up. He's my friend now.
Yeah. And then he kept trying to come to him. Yeah. And he was like, oh, we're just here to help you out. Like, anything you want. And Lawrence like, get out of here. I don't care. Like, I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me. He was like, oh, my big brother. And then as soon as Lauren was nice to him, he was like, stop being nice to me. What is this? I thought we were friends. And it's like, oh, you want to get stepped on. Yeah. All right, that's what you need in life.
He just didn't want yes men. No
yeah, exactly. He had a group of yes men around him. He was like, I want you to talk to me like I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. Redwind, I'm not gonna lie, they did a lot for Rin Lauren.
He did. Like, he literally just brought him the whole sword technique. Like, he went into, like, he was searching for it. He dove into that underground
water place.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, he's actually going crazy for him. That's why I was so sad when the assassin came up and hugged him. I was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, same, bro. And they kind of they drew it out long enough, or is that how you say it? They drew it out long enough that you could feel like my heart was like boom, boom.
Yeah, because like I heard all these cheers.
I couldn't hold it
because they just won the tournament and then they killed them. I was like, damn, Arthur, like they can't even enjoy the tournament win.
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a little suspicion it was gonna happen, but I had a suspicion that assassin was gonna get caught because Redwood like saw he was suspicious, you know, at the beginning, because he wasn't like cheering like everybody else.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, maybe he'll save the day. And I was, oh, bro, it hurts so bad to see him die like that. Mm-hmm. He didn't deserve that. Redwood didn't deserve that. He was such a good character, bro. He was like a perfect side character, you know?
I thought he was going to be like bigger later on. I was like, oh, he's going to like come through with the Brotherhood or whatever.
I thought he was going to be Rin Lauren's like...
second, like,
yeah, exactly, you know?
And I was also thinking like Redwood and Stigma were just going to be like super hilarious, like comedy duo.
Mm-hmm. And then it never even got to see the light of day.
No.
Bro, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Was it sad? But Team Baratheon or Team Maelstrom, they got what was coming. So.
Yes.
They didn't care about rules. They're like, we're the emperors. Like, we do what we want.
Yep. And now House Baratheon is next.
Yep. Bro, when Teacher Plum showed up, bro, this man is a savage. I forget. It's funny because Team Maelstrom summoned the Storm God, and it was like, it's not the actual Storm God dragon. It was like
a spirit of it.
A spirit of it. And then they were like, we summoned Plum. And I was like, well, like, I know he's strong, but like, how strong is he? But nah, that man's a savage.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so that's why he's just always in the library all the time.
He has what was that bloodline? He has the Silver Dragon bloodline.
Yeah.
Teacher Plum has that, right? The Silver Dragon bloodline. Bro, he went off. I wasn't ready for that. How strong he was gonna be? Bro, he terrified that dragon.
Well, clearly the Silver Dragon bloodline is like a peak bloodline.
I think they said it was like the second best or something. What was the description they gave about it? Because I'm forgetting. They said something about like it was the best bloodline after the person who killed Ned, which we still don't know who he is.
I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember.
But they said the evil dragon followers were like hunting that bloodline because they wanted to erase it, and they thought they did until they met Plum. And Team Baratheon met Plum.
Wait, so wouldn't Aaron's be the?
I was confused about that
because they say he has the legendary bloodline.
So I was thinking that the Silver Dragon bloodline was the bloodline of like a different power, like that was really strong at that time. Mm-hmm. And then the person who killed Ned, the evil dragon, just the evil dragon king, I thought that was a separate person, that he has a special bloodline that we don't know of yet. That's how I thought of it. But it could be two in the same, because honestly, I'm a little iffy on it.
It could just be the same one.
It could be. I do not remember, though.
Because it would make a lot of sense for why Plum kind of like acted differently with Aaron.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Wait, Plum's the librarian, right?
Yeah, he's a librarian. Yeah,
so I showed him like certain techniques and see how he would learn.
Yeah.
And different like ways to like test it out.
Definitely, I think I'm gonna have to reread it to find out.
But maybe it could just be, it could be like related. But if they're calling like legendary bloodline, and they said that the guy who gave it to him was like from that same time period.
Yeah, from back then.
Like, they said it was a guardian, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I'm confused.
The guy like for the bloodline.
Oh, you mean the guy at the beginning of the book that like helped Aaron get the bloodline?
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was. They described him a bit, but I don't remember right now. It's fuzzy. It was a couple weeks ago.
Well,
you just read this, bro. Come on.
I mean, I read it like a little bit ago. I was just like, there's so much. I've read like a bunch in so quick span. I was like, everything. Also, there's a lot that happened.
I don't know. Biggest Gamer wanted to review the last 500 chapters in one episode, guys. Bro, I knew it wasn't possible. It was not possible. There might be a 700 chapter book, but it feels like 2,000. Like, even just right now at chapter 450, it feels like we've gone through like 1,000 chapters worth of stuff.
That is true. Like, I feel like so much has happened. Like, we haven't taken a break at all.
And I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because I feel like there's just so much happening. I feel like they're in a chaos era again. I bet you that evil dragon gets revived, bro.
Revived? That's a big statement.
I think he'll get revived.
I don't think he gets revived. I think that like the top bishop, I forget his name's Coffin or something. What's his name? Do you remember? They like kind of they when they're going to the kingdom of Doa, they talk about the evil bishops that they know, and they knew like 5, and they knew that the strongest one was like, I forget his name. I think his name was like Coffin. I really don't remember. Or Reaper. I don't know. But he seems like he's way stronger than everybody else, because all the other bishops are scared of him. He like basically is the king of the evil dragon followers. I think somehow he becomes 7th rank, right? And he becomes like his own. He becomes his own like entity. I don't think he becomes like the evil dragon king though. You know?
Oh, you know what? I remember now.
What?
So remember when they were feeding Aaron, right?
When was this? They feed Aaron a lot.
When at the Riverbend Academy.
Oh yeah, I know.
And he said, if it's that like a legendary bloodline, he said like the guy who gave it to him was the guardian, who they thought died, but since like this bloodline appeared again, it clearly means that he was alive. So I think that the guy who gave it to him was the guardian of this bloodline, who bestowed it, went and found the child and bestowed it upon him. And they were like, okay, even if it revives, they can fight him, because I'm assuming that the Silver Dragon bloodline is a direct counter to the Evil Dragon King. It's probably why like the person whoever possessed the silver dragon bloodline probably killed him.
I'm gonna need to reread this, bro. I'm gonna need to reread this.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember exactly that, and I feel like we're missing something.
No. I remember specifically he was talking to his assistants. They were like, why are we feeling this guy so much? So I was like, because he has this thing, and he explained it all. They were like, we thought it disappeared, but it's still here.
But you think it's a silver dragon bloodline, the same one that Plum has?
I mean, it sounds like it.
Because I don't think it's the same.
Because he said, when they were Litz and whoever the other guy was talking to the professor.
Professor Plum?
No, it wasn't Plum. It was the guy who fed him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
He like literally said Silt, and then it got cut off when he saw Stigmum.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, then Silver Dragon makes the most sense. Because, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like Silver something else.
I was thinking they weren't the same because they were saying that like when Eren got this bloodline, it was like the beginning of their rise. And so I was like, if Professor Plum already had like the legendary bloodline, why didn't Professor Plum lead the rebellion?
It could be,
you know, that was why
it could be depending on how much he has.
It's true, I guess. Because
maybe Eren inherited the full blood. Oh my god.
He got like the full bloodline, and Plum is like
he has like some of it.
Oh, okay.
It's like for like a lot of like different like bloodlines that like it thinned out over time, so he could have like thinned out bloodline, but that's why he's like a trump card. And then Eren is like a full on like new like silver dragon that we're raising.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. We'll see. I 50% believe you. 75%. 75% believe you.
Yeah, cause I just remembered like they had that conversation and he said Sill and then got cut off when he saw Stigma. I was like, wait, that literally.
All right, then
there's definitely a connection there somewhere.
All right, fair. All right, last but not least, well, this might not be the last thing, but the battle against the team. I think there's Blood Hunters.
Yeah,
but is that their name?
They're Blood something.
Something.
It was right before they were. It's right after they killed the evil Emperor.
So team Holy Dawn with Chris, Moss, Stingham, with Lauren, Eren, and
Bello and Merlin.
Bello and Merlin, and our special 8th character fought against the Blood team from Team Roland, the Blood Hunters. I'm gonna call them. Bro, how do you feel about that battle?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way we can describe the fights in this novel. Because they're not simple at all. It's not. They're just so explosive.
Bro,
literally. That's like the best term to describe them. Because it's just nonstop, like a thriller. Like you're just reading of action. Where it's like, oh my god, I feel like someone could die here.
Yeah, and it's so refreshing because there's no like, young master, you dare.
Yeah, it's just like battles,
courting death. It's like, let's throw hands, bro. like you showed up, I showed up. Let's throw hands, and whoever wins. You know. And you can tell they just go off. Like they go off, bro. And it's just like you said, I thought one of them was gonna die until Lawton shows up, bro. He made the perfect appearance. And also the way that nobody was surprised when he was there or when he disappeared after the battle makes me think that they knew he was there. At least like Eren or something did.
Well, maybe they because he said I'll always be with you guys. So I feel like they just kind of think of him like in the back of his head. Then of course like there's always Stigmum who's like, what the hell?
I was surprised no more people didn't question that more. Come a little closer, bro. I think you cut off.
I'm cutting out.
Yeah, but like I was like, so nobody's gonna question this. We just got a guy following us everywhere, and all right, we love you, Lawton. But that battle was so crazy. Moss was doing his thing though. Eren was doing his thing. Who was the guy that started dying first though? Who was it? Was it Lauren who was gonna die?
Well, first it was Bello, but then he healed up.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Oh, Bello got chopped up.
Yeah.
I got scared for Bello.
I thought he was like incapacitated for the fight. And
then me too.
He was like, "Nah, I'm good." I was like, "Oh, snap."
Was it Moss who was gonna die?
I
forget. There was somebody who was gonna die. I think it was Renlorn because Aaron was fighting his one guy, and he was like, they were like deadlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Moss was fighting somebody. That was going crazy. Renlorn was fighting the swordsman guy, but the swordsman guy was, I think, like the leader, and he was giving Renlorn the work. And then Chris was like, she was charging up her particles.
Yeah.
And then who am I missing? Stingham was just. Oh, he was fighting that girl with the threads, right?
Yeah, because he was the one that could see it.
Yeah, and then I don't remember how they did. Did they have an extra member, or I thought it was a 6v6, or it was a 5v6. I don't remember.
I think it was 5.
Yeah, I think it was a 5v6, but I don't remember how they did it. But the team Blood Hunters ended up. I think they started sending 2 attacks towards. Is it Renlorn or Moss, bro? I can't remember.
I think it might have been Moss.
Yeah,
because Renlorn was fighting the boss.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So I think Moss was about to get decked. Oh yeah, Moss got incapacitated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got incapacitated by one of the attacks, and like he was down for the count. And I don't think he participated in the fight after he got knocked out. And then Lawton shows up and did like the fear thing.
The fear thing, yeah.
And then I think he instantly killed somebody, right? And
because he did it out of nowhere.
Yeah, like nobody was expecting it, and then it became a 4v6 because Moss was out, but Lawton was in, and then oh my god, bro, it was just like constant battling. It was like, honestly, it was a solid like 5 or 6 chapter fight, and I'm not gonna lie, usually after like once a fight goes over 3 chapters, I get a little bored.
Yeah, because it feels like it drags, but I feel like here it just
it's
doesn't.
just like
the chapters are also a little shorter, so that helps.
Yeah.
How many fights were there in the last like
125
chapters?
They fought Able Academy. They fought in the battleground area, the battle arena. They fought Rinsley. We didn't even talk about Rinsley yet.
Oh my god, yeah, they did fight Rinsley.
They fought Rinsley, and by the way, in the tournament,
yeah,
they did like 12 fights in there.
Yeah, because you had Morgan versus Aaron.
No, I'm talking about in the actual national championship in the city that they did. You don't remember the city?
Oh, where there was
where they found Merlin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did like,
I forgot about. Oh yeah, you're right.
They didn't even talk about that.
I wasn't even thinking about that because I didn't. Those were like not people.
Okay,
but yeah, you're right.
There's like 12 fights there, and they narrated all of them.
Yeah.
Damn, why am I doing 4 numbers? I just said like 16 already. What else? We did the Go Hunters 17. Blood Hunters.
Well, you have to count the dragon and the evil emperor. So I feel like those count.
Those definitely count. When they fight that girl who got mollywopped. But I forget, was it Stingham? She fought Aaron? She fought Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so she got mollywopped.
And then obviously Maelstrom versus Evil 6.
And then Bello. The last like 10 chapters we haven't even talked about. Bello, Haruka, Bat, Moss, and Chris versus like all those teams that are coming for them. But we got to talk about that. That shit was insane. Bro, insane. That was honestly, bro, I love that. That was probably my best part. Like Bello just going off, bro. He's so calculated.
Well, because like when he first made them retainers, like they said like he showed like a different like disposition of like this I forgot what the way to describe them. They just said like he looked less like an impetuous guy and more like a, I don't think they said calculative like that. That's like the image that came to my mind.
They said something like he changed from being his regular self to like kind of like the aura of a leader, of a king.
Yeah, so I was, oh yeah, that's what it is. So he became a leader, and then obviously here like he like showed.
He showed that.
Yeah, because he was just,
the battle tactics were insane, bro, and that's why I've been dying for you to catch up. Because chapter 450, Bello goes off, and he's about to release his like Bloodstorm ability or whatever it is,
and we have to wait.
Yeah, but This is on you.
Well, we can still read it and then come back to it later.
No. I want it fresh. Maybe I won't even touch it. I can't touch it. But Velo's just been insane. But one of his best lines, I forget who it was, when he's like, "You don't even have the qualifications to lick my feet." I'm like, damn, bro. Damn, bro. Like, you ain't shit. Like, you're savage. Nothing, bro. Like,
actually, I remember now because when that in the underground fight, when the Batcore guy, I remember he pushed his feet to his face to get up to like his rich. I was like, wait, you can do that? You can literally just get free followers like that.
And it seems like they got a boost somewhat. Like they get
a physical boost from like the bloodline.
Bro, oh, there's so much. We didn't even talk about everything. Let's see, what else do we got?
No, I mean, we didn't talk about the actual tournament arc that they won the chip in.
Yeah, that's true. How do you feel those battles were?
Honestly, it was really good. And I thought the funny thing was that Aaron created a skunk devil domain. I was like, wait a minute, where you can literally there's vomiting the whole time. I was like, this is.
I was so upset at the fact that I was having so much fun reading that. Because I'm like, bro, I should not enjoy reading this because it's so dumb. But this is Aaron right here.
Yes.
He's like, how am I gonna be a peak level genius? Skunk domain.
And they just made him throw up the whole time. Yeah. And then it was funny when Morgan's about to give up and he just hugged Aaron. Yeah. And Aaron was like, please stop.
Bro, and I love how still, like, after the battle, you hear that Morgan's still like throwing up. He's on the side like and like they say he's on repeat, bro. Honestly, it was so good. The Rin Lauren fight was interrupted. And we talked about that. No! Arc died.
Wait, it's already been an hour.
Has it already been an hour?
Hour?
No way. Oh my goodness.
We were crazy. That's why we went nuts this week.
We were in this. I didn't even realize. Oh, we gotta cut it now. We gotta cut it.
Well, we got most of it.
We got most of it.
We literally talked about the biggest points. You know, Maelstrom versus Evil Dawn Holy Six. Obviously, Belo right now going up against the Kingdom of like Doa teams that they sent.
Yep, the mercenary teams.
Yeah, and yeah,
we got most of it, guys. Next week we will be talking about
Damn Reincarnation.
Damn Reincarnation.
Yep.
Fire. I actually saw. I think we'll have like 49 chapters, I believe. So basically 50. Damn Reincarnation and our recommended book will be with us next week. We knew this was gonna happen, guys. We knew it.
Yeah, we knew we were gonna at least go an hour. Actually, we knew we were just gonna take the whole episode out. Yeah, we were just like, there's no way. So that's why we didn't pick a book out yet.
Yeah,
and yeah, so we'll pick out a book for this week, and we'll have that and Damn Reincarnation. That'll probably be a bit shorter since it's only 50 chapters.
Yeah.
For each. So yeah.
All right, guys. This has been Adamar,
Biggest Gamer,
and it's been Light Novel Fiends. We'll see y'all later.
Later.